What's up, guys? YGOPunk1 here. I'm bringing you a deck. This is going to be done a little bit differently. Right now I'm in Alabama and I was going to edit this video, but when I went to go edit the video, I ended up noticing that there was a huge error in the audio, and I don't know what happened. So anyway, this is my orcust deck profile. It's super budget. As you can see, there is no orcustrated return or gear suit. There is a Halki Fibrax, but that's because I actually was able to afford that. Let's just say I know what winning feels like. You find an expensive card on a heavy discount. Hey, winning. But anyway, so you essentially have 3 Orcust Nightmare, 2 Cymbal Skeletons, 1 Brass Bombard, 2 World Wand. That is your Orcust engine. Gear Suit does make it a little bit better, but I play by the rule of if I can't get it, I'm not using it. We have 1 Gizmek Orochi. It's the world's greatest extender. It's amazing, it's fun to use, and it's a great little disruption. Then we have the Dark Warrior package of 1 Armageddon Knight and 1 Dark Grepher because they are great starters in themselves. Again, no gear suit, so might as well run them. Then we play 3 Scrap Recycler, 1 Golem, and 2 Jet Synchrons because that is the scrap engine. That is honestly a really good, powerful engine in this deck, and it's great. So we also play 1 Buster Welt, whatever it's called, as you can see for that soft lock, 1 metalcruncher, 1 megaform, 1 irradiator, and 1 fortress for your machina engine. Fortress I decided to keep in because it's not like the other 3 where they are essentially dead unless you have the other stuff. Hand traps, we could play just 3 ash. I am not committed to the DD Crow. I am looking for suggestions on what to replace it with. We play 1 babel, 1 World Legacy Succession, 1 Monster Reborn. The Succession and the Monster Reborn are extenders. In fact, that Succession can extend you further than the Monster Reborn sometimes. We play 3 copies of Allure of Darkness. I would cut this down to 2 if I could get an orcustrated return. Anyways, we also play 1 Foolish Burial. And then we play 3 more cards to act as starter for the Machina engine that just says, hey, give me a Scrap Recycler. That is Machina Redeployment. We play 1 Upstart and 2 Crescendo. Again, I would cut this one down to 1 if I could get Orcustrated return. I have no idea yet. So what I'm going to do with this video is essentially I'm just going to commentate it because I've already played 3 games with it. I believe I won 2 out of 3. The 3rd game, I didn't even know what I was going up against. The 1st game, I don't know if my opponent knew what they were going up against. They just scooped. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get started with this. Alright, now we're going to go officially into game 1. What? Okay. It looks like we're going to go ahead and get a chance to go first. So as you can see, it doesn't look like much, but I do have a chance to fire off with a pretty good combo. Starting off with that upstart goblin, I'm going to give my opponent an extra 1,000 for me to draw another extender, which makes it even better. So I'm going to go ahead and pitch that brass bombard for my copy of redeployment to say, hey, look, if you don't have an Abir or an Ash, I want my Scrap Recycler. So come on now, give it to me. So I'm going to fire off that effect of Irradiator, send Megaform to grave, summon Irradiator. Now I'm going to pop the Irradiator in order to summon back my Megaform. And this is essentially your Machina combo of the deck, and it goes off pretty well, honestly. It's fairly consistent. So now we're going to go ahead and tribute off that Megaform to search out and special summon our Metalcruncher. I could not have done that any more perfectly. So now Metalcruncher is going to say, hey, here, give me my scrap recycler, because you get to select 3 earth machine. I run 3 scrap recycler, so you don't even have a choice. Just give it here. So now we're going to go ahead and fire off our normal summon, I believe. Are we? I think I was making sure that they were not on Nibiru. Okay, yeah, we're going to go ahead and fire off our normal summon. And we're going to send our, I do believe it is going to be our orcust knightmare. Now, this was a crucial piece to throw into the graveyard because orcust knightmare is just simply amazing. We're now going to link away our metalcruncher and our scrap recycler to summon our copy of Wyvern, and that is game. They realize they have no chance. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to start moving over to game 2. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and start up in game 2. Now we're going to start throwing them rock, paper, scissors. Alright, our opponent is going to... Oh, looks like they're going to give it to us first. I'm a bit dazed and confused with this, by the way. So we're going to go ahead and fire off that upstart goblin. Why play 40 when you can play 39? Just for giving your opponent an extra 1,000 life. We are going to snag that full combo enabler. Firing off redeployment. We are going to pitch the cymbal skeleton. Honestly, looking at this now, I should have sent the jet synchron. Because at least with jet synchron, oh well, I'm still going to summon jet synchron, but I could have got the cymbal to grave one way or the other. We're now going to summon our Link Karibo, activate our Jet Engrave. In order to summon it back, we're going to pitch our megaform to do so. From here, we are just going to go into our copy of Hauki Fibrax. We're now going to fire that off to get out our copy of Brass Bombard, so we can start up our orcust plays. This is just one of the things that can really make this deck powerful. This was the first time, to be honest, I was able to play through a hand trap like that. But again, I'm still learning the deck. Like, I'll be honest, I am not very well versed with this deck, and I'm learning what it can and cannot do, and I'm loving what it can do so far. So we're now going to fire off that orcust cymbal skeleton to summon back the Brass Bombard. We are going to use that so we can make sure we end on a board with a Dingirsu, I believe. Yeah, one Dingirsu that we can go in our graveyard with a cymbal skeleton engrave as well. That way we can start to slowly control the board. We are now going to attach that cymbal skeleton. That is important and crucial to do. So I was looking right there to see what I could have activated in the graveyard. Now we're going to go ahead and use Dingirsu and our Brass Bombard in order to special summon our Galatea. This is where things get interesting. Although this does not look like it's that powerful of a board, we are sitting with one Ash and one Ding engraved with an orcust simple skeleton and a face-up Babel. That is what makes this. That's what makes Galatea the scariest to me. So they are going to fire off a Mathmex Sigma. Now I know my opponent is on Mathmex. Do I trigger this off? No, I do not. I go ahead and I'll let it through. The reason why is because I realize Mathmex have to have a monster on board to start. They need to have that extender. So now they're going to go ahead and summon the multiplication. With that multiplication, they are going to increase their level by 4. I'm now going to say, no, none of that now. I'm not going to let you get to your big guy. I'm going to summon the Ding to a zone. To the zone that, to a zone that Galatea points to, and I'm now going to set that crescendo. Why did I do that? I don't know. I think mostly because I knew, because I could not attach that cymbal skeleton because I want to say goodbye to that multiplication. So I'm now going to get rid of that multiplication for me. That is one problem out of my hair. I don't have to worry about that level 10 synchro. But MathMex is going to have that MathMech equation, which means they're going to be able to extend and at least get out a level 8 synchro. Now, whenever that happened, I was a little bit stunned. I was like, oh, okay, well, dadgum. I did not think that that was going to happen. But sure enough, it did. So now they're going to go ahead and go into MathMech Magma. Yes, I had to look at the name because I cannot remember it. Magma, excuse me. Well, so they're going to swing into the Galatea, which is not the right play because Galatea cannot be destroyed while it is linked to a monster. No, it's downloading. So they're going to go ahead and set one card and pass turn. Now I'm going to look at my hand. Does not look good except for the fact that I remember I have brass bombard in my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and summon out that nightmare, orcust nightmare. From here, I don't remember what I did. I think I went into the... Did I go into the orchestration? I think I went into orchestration. I'm pretty sure I go into orchestration, mainly because I just wanted to flex and use orchestration because I do like this card well enough. Honestly, to me, it looks pretty cool, and it's a lot of what I would want in a boss monster. A pretty easy way to protect my monsters. So now I'm going to go ahead, banish that nightmare, increase my monster's attack by 500. So I can go ahead and dump that cymbal skeleton. The reason why I chose that over the World 1 is because I want to send cymbal so I can summon back, yep, I believe so, the ding. So now I'm going to go ahead and summon back that ding, and I think I'm going to attach, no, I'm going to get rid of the magma. Oh no, I'm going to attach the material, because I could not remember if magma was protected or not. So I'm going to go ahead and attach that cymbal skeleton. Now I realize that, yeah, I kind of maybe screwed up just a little bit. But that is fine. I'm going to swing with Dingirsu. The reason why, ouch, is because I have that crescendo for protection. Now my orchestration is going to hit. Oh, no. Wait, do I fire off the crescendo now? No, I let MathMex do what they're going to do. They just grab the billion blade, which is kind of scary to begin with. Then I remember, oh yeah, that's right, I have a crescendo. They are going to fire off their trap card, the whatever. This is an insane trap that allows them to synchro or exceed summon a MathMech monster. But I say no. None of that. Shame on you. So I'm going to move to main phase 2 just to kind of look around, see what I can do. What can I summon? I can go into another Galatea, but I don't know if I want to do that. Do I want to do that? Or do I get risky and just say, you know what, we will leave it like this. So I'm going to move to end phase, and now it's going to go back to MathMech's turn. From there, they just realize there is no chance of winning, so they just scoop it up. We are going to go ahead and go into game 3. This is, I believe it's, yeah, this here's the deck I knew nothing about. It is going to be Dragma. I still know nothing about them. I did not get a chance to look and see what they had. So I'm going to fire off that Ash Blossom, say no to whatever her effect is. Everything was happening so fast, I could not pay attention. I'm sorry. I have some ADHD. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to use redeployment. Even though I do have the golem in hand, I figured, you know, why not? That's not the bad of a thing. So now I'm going to go ahead and summon the irradiator. Yeah, sending the megaform to grave to summon the irradiator. I'm going to attempt to get my combo started. Do I? No, I do not, because I am met with a bottomless trap hole. Looking at my grave and realizing I don't know too much about Drachma. I can't do too much. So I go ahead and I scoop it up. And that is game 3, ladies and gentlemen. So alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This was a way different way than normal for me to do it. Normally I do it live. So this is my deck list one more time for y'all to see. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Alright, goodbye.